Here we're going to take a look at the hang clean, and we'll talk a little bit about why you would use this versus block clean or floor clean and what the advantage is. So let's take a look at this. She's going to do a double. Generally, if you're doing a hang clean or hang snatch, depending on the weight, most of the times for a double, the lifter will bring it back down and do it again. So we'll watch her, and that creates a little more time under tension. So she's going to make sure she gets set. She's going to do another one. Very good. All right, so let's take a look. Let's go back to the first one. Take a look at some of her positions. So you're going to start from the ground. You're going to pick it up with like a clean deadlift. Whenever you pick the bar up off the ground, that's an opportunity to have good form and develop good technique. You don't want to take it off the ground lazy. We can see she's taking it off the ground as if it's a clean with a tight back. She's going to bring it to there. Before she goes, she's going to take a minute. She's going to get set. She's going to lower it to just above the knee. There's different positions. I'm okay with about here, or she's a little bit lower for clean. That's okay. So I'm happy with this above the knee hang clean position. So from here, she's going to kind of lower it, and she's going to lower it right into here. With a beginner, I might encourage them to pause for an additional second here. Someone who's only been lifting a year or two, I think that's going to help, because a lot of times someone's not lifting too long. They try to imitate like elite lifters who bring it right down into the hang, and then they kind of bounce the bar forward. So with beginners, I'll encourage them to pause here. But Amy's been training for about 3.5 years or so, and her positions are good. So she's able to bring it right down, then start, and I don't have an issue with that. So that's really good. Here in the hang clean, we're really emphasizing two things, I would say: the finish and tight positioning. Like if we work from the block, we're not forcing that position, that time under tension as much. So hang cleans are great because you don't require blocks. If you have a bunch of beginners you're working with, that's better for them to do hang cleans than blocks, in my opinion. Force them that better position. And also a lot of times, like beginning with beginners, maybe from the floor they can't get that tension, but from the hang they can get good posture, good position. So here, let's take a look. It come up and brush. Here, I mean, with hers I'd like to see it a little bit closer, but this is acceptable. I would want to see come in just a little bit more and stay in a little bit more here, but this is pretty good. We're overall pretty happy with this. And we see her, she's not jumping forward, she's not jumping back. It's pretty much horizontal, like just movement out of the feet. So we look at that, they're good. Here, the one thing I'm always commenting on is here, right there, she received the bar. She needs to be kind of pushing up on it more into the bar here, and kind of crush her a little bit. She receives it, but she needs to be putting the brakes on a little bit so that when she gets in the hole, it doesn't hit her that hard. But she's got good bottom position, and she's got enough strength to stand that up pretty good and still do a double. So that's hang clean. We talked about a little bit of the why you would do it, the how you would do it. Beginners would pause for longer in this kind of position before they go to develop that position. Or someone who's having trouble finding that position might hold that for a second or two before they initiate the actual clean. So, and then here, you're going to clean up. There, in this position, the weight's a little more on the front of the foot. As you come to here, the weight shifts a little bit more towards the heels. Then you extend up. Bar goes back to balls of feet. Bar needs to stay close. Lats are sweeping the bar back towards you, and you're actively sweeping the bar, keeping the bar close, getting high. Elbows here, elbows getting high. And then here, we're looking to receive, elbows fast, pushing up against the bar, actively pulling under, putting the brakes on a little bit here so you're not going to get crushed as much, and then that's hang clean.